January, Merton CCG decided for financial reasons to pause IVF treatments. Now, this is an example of the sort of thing that's going on. You may or may not think that IVF treatments are essential. However, they decided to pause them for 6 months while they have an investigation into the possibility of banning all IVF treatments under the NHS. And as I say, all of the CCGs are likely to join in that ban. They only provide now, up until now, one treatment anyway, although NICE suggests that really they should provide 3 treatments. They only provide one, they are temporarily banning it, they are likely to all stop providing it. How very strange that just this week, St Helier Hospital, you know that one they're planning to close, in their newsletter they announced the opening of a shiny new centre that has cost me and you £750,000, that's £750,000. They've opened a new centre. They had it opened by Robert Winston, he of IVF fame, and this centre is for fertility treatment and IVF. Now, remember, they're not providing that anymore under the NHS, certainly not for 6 months, possibly not ever. But in the advert on the hospital website, it says, and if you're interested in IVF, initially go to your doctor for a referral for IVF treatment. Now, you can't help wondering who's going to fill these spaces in this lovely new centre. Merton CCG were very careful before they decided on this ban to write to their providers of IVF treatments and ask them what they thought about it being banned. Did anybody ask any of you here what you thought of IVF being banned? No, but they asked the providers. There's a sample of the letter up there that they wrote to their providers. But they came back with the answer, no, don't worry, doesn't matter if you ban NHS IVF, we'll make plenty of money out of the private provision. So in our hospital, we've built a centre costing £750,000 for private treatment of IVF. And I think this is the shape of things to come. As to St Helier, lots of people have said that KOSHH are scaremongering about the closure of St Helier. Well, we've looked at the evidence. We've read the STP, the Sustainability and Transformation Plan. And for our area, it says that we have got currently 5 major acute hospitals. And that means hospitals with A&E, with maternity, with emergency medicine, with emergency surgeries. All the services you want, a major acute hospital. We've got 5. George's, Epsom St Helier, Kingston and Croydon. They go through and they say that the only one that is certain to remain is St George's. As for St Helier, they need to consider that one urgently, they say. But St Helier's 1930 structure prevents it from ever being made compliant with modern standards for safe and high quality care. They say. Now, St Helier was built at much the same time as the houses surrounding it. All the houses surrounding it have probably had to have new windows, new roofs, had major work done to bring them up to modern standards. I would suggest that that's what our hospital needs too. Nationally, STP is looking to close and cut back hospitals where there are already existing plans to cut those hospitals. They're choosing those existing plans and running with them to save this £22 billion they need to save. St Helier's been under threat for years. They've been wanting to close it for years. They're quite happy to jump on the previous plans, BSBV and all the others, and say that our St Helier needs to close. We need our A&E, we need our maternity, we need our children's services, and we need our cancer treatment centres. They intend to take them all away from us. They are also planning to probably close a second major acute hospital in this area. Rumours are it could be Kingston, it could be Croydon. We cannot afford to lose one of our local hospitals. We certainly can't afford to lose two. People will die. The President of the Royal College of Emergency Medicine has gone on record as saying that these sustainability and transformation plans are potentially catastrophic. The NHS is ours, and those hospitals are ours, and we need to fight for them, and we need to fight as hard as we have ever fought for anything. This is fundamental. This is our health. This is our lives at stake here. I'm asking you all to join in the fight. We need hundreds of thousands of you to stand up and say, we are not going to let this happen.